In this channel, I'm gonna try providing the solution. Although the solution is not very easy, you cannot implement it like in one day, but I'm just gonna give you my thoughts at the very end.
Hi, my name is Niko. In my channel, I share what really works in Facebook ads. Why you should listen to me? Well, I actually run ads for a living. For the past 10 years, I've managed ads for myself and my clients, and I'm gonna share some of my results. This e-commerce ad account spent $666,000. We brought 101,000 website purchases, and the cost per purchase is $6.54. Here's another ad account I managed in the past. Here we were selling an online course. We spent $743,000. We brought 44,000 website purchases at a cost per purchase of $16.84. This is a lead generation client. It works only in the USA. We gathered 9,789 leads at a cost per lead of $1.98.
It seems like CPMs on Facebook are skyrocketing. We thought after the elections things will get back to normal. However, things are completely out of control. A lot of people are experiencing skyrocketing CPMs. So this guy on Reddit, he says, anyone else, CPM skyrocketing, thought it would get better after elections, but nope, still super high CPM. Facebook is down right now on some platforms. And this guy says was better like 2 days after election and performance was amazing. Now high again and literally 200% higher than last year for me. CVR remains static, but AOV has improved, so I'm doing okay. Maintaining over a 2 ROAS, but I hate when people say CPMs don't matter. And so I watched a YouTube video by a guy, and he started a video like, and he was like, he's very famous on YouTube, he talks Facebook ads, and this guy said, quit the victim mentality. You should quit the victim mentality. However, those are just the numbers. My CPMs are high, other people's CPMs are high, and this guy's like, quit the victim mentality. And a week ago actually, after the elections was over, his candidate has lost, and he was like crying all over social media. And I'm like, dude, quit the victim mentality, you know? However, this is the reality. If I compare this year to last year, CPMs are higher. If I compare November to August to September, CPMs are higher. So, and it's just not only me. In this channel, I'm gonna try providing the solution. Although the solution is not very easy, you cannot implement it like in one day, but I'm just gonna give you my thoughts at the very end. This guy says his CPMs went from 34 to 120. And this guy, another guy, Alex Groove Growth, says CPMs will most likely go up until Black Friday, then usually a dip for a week, and then the CPM starts going up because of Christmas. Q4 is always a bit of a struggle. What is happening right now? We have a lot of businesses, online businesses and offline businesses. For example, if somebody has a store in the mall, a physical store, he will like, I'm gonna run a Black Friday promotion and I'm gonna run it on Facebook because it's the easiest platform. And a lot of people will actually run ads right now, and this will drive the cost up. So if you have a online business, you're gonna experience the increase of CPM. This guy says Q4 is always a bit of a struggle. We know that there are businesses who make most of their profits in November, December, January. For example, the info businesses could make profit all year round. Info businesses actually make very good profit in January. So Q1 is very good for info businesses. And a lot of people are talking about the high CPMs. This guy says again, another thread on Reddit, what used to be 34 only a few weeks ago now costs 120. This guy says it's the election. Once the election is done, CPM will go back to normal. However, the election is done for like a week. Trump won, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, and like election ads, we saw, for example, Kamala Harris they say she spent close to like, I think 500 million on ads, and Trump had like a little bit less. So if you add Temu, if you add Shein, if you add all the big brands spending money, if you add the political ads on Facebook, this is driving the cost up. And right now we have the Black Friday, the Cyber Monday, and it's completely crazy. This guy says, can confirm Black Friday campaigns have been launched early. Yeah, actually, a lot of people are launching their Black Friday campaigns earlier. From last I checked, let me see when is Black Friday. Black Friday is Black Friday date. Let's check this out on Google. Actually, there are 2 more weeks until Black Friday, and a lot of people are competing like crazy for the Black Friday attention. And this is actually the time when people spend money on whatever they don't need most of the time. This guy says 180 CPM in the USA. This was like 2 months ago, but I believe it's still relevant. What should I do? And this guy says, just keep going, man. Broad is the best. Trust the algorithm. And this is like a very common guru advice I'm hearing on YouTube. But this advice doesn't work for me. Right now, what works for me is lookalike audiences, interest targeting. This is what works for me. And it's very hard to be profitable with 180 CPM. So extremely unpleasant. There is not much you can do. I think if you can focus on improving something, actually you can improve like 2 things. And let me open Canva Draw. Oh no, Canva Draw is out, so I cannot draw it. Let me see if there is another drawing. Auto draw. This should do the job. Start drawing. Okay, let's see. Let's do it. So when you run an online business or any type of business, but let's focus on the online business right now. It could be e-com, it could be courses, it could be lead generation, whatever you do. So you have like 2 aspects. You have 2 aspects in the business. Aspect number 1, this should be number 1, and aspect number 2, this should be number 2. Okay?
I've managed Facebook ads for the last 10 years and I discovered that a single small tweak can lead to a major growth. That's why I'm offering to work with you one-on-one. I'm gonna audit your Facebook ads account and I'm gonna identify the one thing that you need to change so you can really scale. To book your audit for just $97, click the link in the description below. You work directly with me one-on-one, and if you're not completely satisfied with our time together, I'm gonna give you a full refund.
On aspect number 1 is anything happening inside the Facebook Business Manager. So how do you bring the CPM down? To bring the CPM down, you need to create an extremely viral ad, right? And I'm just gonna give you like 2 super simple strategies. Creating an extremely viral ad will help you lower the CPM because a lot of people will start sharing the ad, which is extremely difficult to do. Why is it extremely difficult to do? Because people are bombarded with content and nothing seems interesting. If you are on social media, you probably have seen it all. You have funny videos, you have education, you have music, you have celebrity gossip. So when creating the ad, it's going to be extremely difficult to create an ad that's viral. You can also create an ad that is like very click worthy. So you can increase the CTR. That way the overall CPC will drop. However, if it's like 180, you need something extremely viral. So this will be the first thing. Create a viral ad for your brand. And this is easier said than done. The second option you have, this is controlling things outside the business manager, right? So we talk about profitability here, right? Profitability. So CPM, if CPM goes up, you can control the average order value. For example, if the CPM was like 34 before and the average order value for you was like 100, right? So in order for you to be profitable at a CPM 180, I know it sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds ridiculous, but just hear me out. You need to bring the average order value like what is it like close to 5 times, 5 6 times higher. So let's say you need to bring it to 600 more, which is extremely difficult, right? And this is just the problem we're facing as marketers. Like as a business perspective, you always try to push viral ads. You always try to increase the AOV. But in many cases, that might hurt your brand on the long term. That might hurt your, I don't know, like brand identity, how people see you, how your customers perceive you because you've become like too greedy or too aggressive. I know like a lot of people don't care about how they're perceived, they just care about making money. So those are the two strategies I would focus on to reduce the CPM. And there is another guy who posted the secret to getting low CPM CPC. He says, after burning a couple of grand testing, I have found a solution to getting cheap CPMs. So he says basically it comes down to two things: campaign structure and creative. And let's see. Yeah, so basically he talks about the creative. I'm not sure what the campaign structure has to do about it. I think a lot of people are like over concerned about campaign structure right now. Campaign structure is important, but if you have a viral ad, if you have a high AOV, you can just get away by running like one Advantage Plus shopping campaign with like no interests. So it doesn't really matter at the very end of the day. It's good to have, however, you don't really need it. It's kind of like having automatic transmission on your car, right? It's good to have, but you're good with like the manual transition. So don't overcomplicate. CPM is gonna be very difficult to combat with. And right now, I believe we're in the brink of economic recession. So if I like economic meltdown, so if I type this, I don't want to talk about economy. I don't want to talk about the markets. However, we all see what's happening. Everywhere in the world is kind of like extremely crazy. Remaining like keeping a healthy cost per result, running ads easily is no longer the case for me and for my ad accounts. Mainly because, let's do this. Mainly because like ads that used to work for like weeks, maybe months, now work for like days. So it's like a constant battle to keep the return on ad spend. It's a constant battle to keep, let's say, the cost per lead decent, right? And even though when I'm sending the leads to the sales teams, people say the leads don't have any money. And this is just the reality. Running ads in 2024 is getting more difficult for everybody. So as other guru said in some of his videos, he said, quit the victim mentality. Quit the victim mentality, right? You're just imagining CPMs are getting higher. This is Niko. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and I'll talk to you soon.